Good morning, everyone. Just a quick note for parents before we start Thursday's English lesson. There are a lot of files for today, and I have put on the website, you don't need to print all of them. So I just wanted to show you quickly, for each of the animals, there are different fact files that are saved for children to look at because they're going to be collecting facts on 3 of the animals today. So if you want to print them off, you can. But if you look at this leopard one, there are actually 3 different levels of difficulty. The 1-star one at the beginning is simpler language. Then there's a 2-star one that's a bit trickier but has more detail and is 2 pages long. And then the last 2 pages are the 3-star, which is more difficult. So you might only want to print off 1 or 2 pages of that one. You can read these on screen. You can go on to things like Wikipedia with your child or watch some wildlife videos to find out about the animals. You don't need to print them if you don't want to. And the children are only going to be asked to choose 3 of the 5 animals to write about. Although I have said that they can write about all 5 if they want to. So it's up to you whether you choose to print any of it off. You should be able to do it all from the screen though. Okay, let's start the lesson. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Thursday's English. And our starter today is looking at some tricky words that we might come across today when we're finding out about the different animals. So we've got 4 words or phrases, like one of them's a phrase. We've got camouflage. The leopard spots help it camouflage in the sand. We've got widespread hunting. Here's an example of a sentence you might find it in. The rhinos are in danger because of widespread hunting. We've got the word endangered. Leopards are endangered animals. And finally, we've got the word territory. Buffalo defend their territory with their horns. So here are the 4 definitions. At risk of dying out completely. An area of land defended by an animal. To hide or disguise something or someone. And people killing or trapping animals. Can you match those definitions to the correct tricky word? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, shall we see if you got the same answers as me? At risk of dying out completely, that is endangered. So I'm going to draw a line. Endangered means at risk of dying out completely. An area of land defended by an animal, that is the animal's territory. That's an area of land defended by an animal. To hide or disguise something or someone, that one is camouflage. That's what camouflage means, to hide or disguise something or someone. So that only leaves one. Widespread hunting is people killing or trapping animals. Did you get them all right? Today, we are learning to note down facts about animals. So let me just remind you of my waggle that you read yesterday. I wrote a piece of writing, a non-chronological report about the big 5. In fact, have we got? Yes, here's the big 5. Those are the top animals that tourists hope to see on a safari, and we're going to be writing about some of them. So we are writing, and I've already done mine, a non-chronological report on the big 5 animals for people who want to find out more about these animals, to inform the reader what these animals are like. And here's mine. So I've chosen to inform the reader about 3 of these animals. I chose lively leopards, enchanting elephants, and lustrous lions. And I wrote down lots of facts about those animals. Now, a report is a bit like a road. You start at the beginning of the road with the introduction, and you travel past the different places, the main detail, to get to the end of it where you have the conclusion. That conclusion is not quite in the right place. I don't know if I can move it. It should really be right. No, it should really be right at the end down here. So we're thinking about our main detail today. Let me show you my report again. This is my introduction at the beginning where I explain what the big 5 are. This is my conclusion at the end where I explain that the big 5 used to be the animals that were hunted, But thankfully nowadays we do lots to try and protect those animals. But the main detail is what we're thinking about today, and that's the middle bit. You might like to think of it as a sandwich, and the main detail would be the filling. And I've gone for 3 fillings on mine. Lively leopards, enchanting elephants, and lustrous lions are the parts of my main detail. And I did know some things about those animals before I started. I knew quite a bit about elephants. I knew that they were the largest animal. I didn't know all the things they use their trunk for, though. I knew that you could find lions in Africa, but I didn't know that they were in Asia as well. So before I started my writing, I made sure I found out as much as I could about those animals. And that's what your job is today. So today I'd like you to pick 3 of those big 5 animals. Now I know that there are some of you at home that will not be happy with just picking 3 and will want to write about all 5 animals. That's okay too. I'm saying 3 because if you pick all 5, it will be a lot of work. If you want to do that extra work and write about all 5, that's absolutely fine. If you think that sounds like a lot, you can just choose 3 animals to focus on from the big 5. So have a look now. Which ones do you think would be the most interesting? Which ones are you going to choose? You might want to pause the video and have a little think and decide. Okay, hopefully you've made your choice of whether you're going to do all 5 or pick 3 like I did, because your job today is to collect facts about those animals, ready to use in your report. So I'm suggesting 3. So choose your first animal. For example, you might choose the rhino. Read the fact file for that animal. Now, these are all saved on the class pages. I've told your grown-ups you don't need to print them out if you don't want to. You can read them straight from the screen. Here's the one about the rhinoceros. So you would need to sit down and read through those facts. So let's do that together now. Let's read through the rhinoceros one, and I will do this one as an example for you. You can choose the rhinoceros or not, that's up to you. Rhinoceroses. Rhinoceroses are large, heavy animals. They are odd-toed, hoofed mammals with 3 toes on each foot. I did not know that. I did not know that rhinos have 3 toes on each foot. That must look strange. Can't see it in the picture, can you? Can I scroll down and see their feet? Oh yeah, you can just about. It's cut off a little bit. They've got quite big sort of fat toes. There are 5 species of rhinoceros. Wow, and all are endangered, mainly due to illegal hunting by humans. So there's 5 different types of rhinoceros, and all of them are endangered. That's sad. Oh, I think they're going on to tell us. Let's have a look. These are the different types, I think. The white and black rhinoceroses live in the grasslands of Africa. So that's 2 types, white and black. While the Indian, Javan and Sumatran rhinoceroses are found in the tropical forests and swampy grasslands of Asia. Right, so that's the 5 different species. 2 of them are in Africa, white and black, and then there's 3 others that live in Asia. Rhinoceroses are shy animals, but may become aggressive if they feel threatened. Right, so they're normally quite shy, but if they get scared, they can hurt you. I've read that bit. Rhinoceroses are vegetarian, so they don't eat meat, and need to eat a large amount of food, such as grass or stems, branches and leaves, to support their massive bodies. Wow. And then we've got a diagram. There's its ears, it's got a horn, it's got nice labels here, thick skin, pointed lips, slim legs. I suppose they are quite slim legs considering how massive its body is. So let's go back. So I've read the fact file for that animal. Choose your first animal, read the fact file for that animal, write down at least 3 facts about that animal in your book. They don't have to be proper sentences. So I've written them down here as an example. And you can see I haven't written them as proper sentences. I've used bullet points to show that each one is a new fact. So I've written down 5 different species, because we found out there were 5 different types. The ones we're talking about live in the grasslands of Africa. So I might even add on there white and black. It's not all of them. So if I put white and black rhinos live in the grasslands of Africa. I don't even need to write rhinos. I'll remember that word. And then my final fact was shy but aggressive if threatened. So you need to write down at least 3 facts. You might find that you want to write down more than that. I'd probably say 5 is probably enough. You don't want to have too many. And then you need to do the same for at least 2 other animals. I think that's the end. Oh, the easy activity. So off you go if you're doing the main activity. Easy activity. Let's find yours now. Here it is. Easy. There we go. So you've got some facts to match if you're doing the easy activity. Can you match each fact in your book to the correct animal? So I've got my 3 animals that I wrote about: lively leopards, enchanting elephants, and lustrous lions. Can you cut these out? Or you could copy them out if you want to. Can you match these 6 facts? Which one goes with which of these animals? Should we read them through quickly? They are cats with spots. They are big and grey. Got that mistake in again from yesterday. Let's get rid of it now. They have a mane on their head. They have a trunk. They have long tails and they eat meat. So can you cut those out and stick them with the right animal, or you can copy them onto a piece of paper? Good luck.